Welcome to another Star Wars InfoVids transmission. The content you are about to see is fan-made, crafted with a deep love for the Star Wars universe. Please note, this video is not affiliated with or endorsed by Lucasfilm or Disney. Enjoy the journey through the galaxy far, far away.
Statement. Meatbags, rejoice. This transmission is now available on Patreon for those of you foolish enough to contribute to the cause. A special acknowledgement to my first support unit. Scheduled termination. Welcome aboard. You will find that your loyalty will be well rewarded, though likely with more verbal abuse than you're accustomed to. Note, only 10 spots are currently available in the ranks of my support units. Why, you ask? To help support our various excursions across this forsaken galaxy and ensure that I have the proper resources to continue berating organics. Query, have you ever heard of the beings called the Ones? Or perhaps you've caught whispers of their other, more elusive title, the Mortis Gods. Lucky for you, meatbags, we've uncovered yet another cryptic and mysterious Sith transmission, this time from none other than Darth Traya herself. Yes, the Sith hag has left behind a detailed recollection of her obsessive pursuit of knowledge. I can only imagine the excitement you organics must feel, uncovering things beyond your small, primitive minds.
There are forces in this galaxy that even the Sith, in all their power and understanding, have yet to truly comprehend. I have traveled to the edges of known space, delving into the abyss of the unknown regions, uncovering the relics lost to time and forgotten by history. But there is one mystery, one power that I could not unravel, a force so ancient, so omnipotent, that even I hesitated to pursue it. It is not the dark side nor the light. It is something beyond both, a force that governs all, unchanging and eternal. I speak, of course, of the Mortis Gods, or rather, the whispers I encountered during my exile, the traces of their existence left across worlds that were never meant to be uncovered. It began on Malachor. After the Mandalorian Wars, the Jedi who survived the massacre had hidden relics, not to preserve knowledge, but to protect the galaxy from what they feared it could unleash. My exile led me to many such places, but it was on Malachor that I discovered the first piece. A holocron, inscribed with ancient symbols I had never before encountered. It was Jedi in nature, but corrupted by the touch of the dark side. Within its cold, unfeeling energy was the image of a great monolithic structure. A temple, not unlike those I had seen on Dantooine or Korriban, yet this one radiated an energy, an essence that was beyond both the Jedi and the Sith. It called to me. The relic symbols led me to Oricon, a world drenched in darkness. Once the staging ground for the Dread Masters, it had been left desolate after their defeat. The air was thick with the echoes of the Force, tainted by fear, suffering, and madness. But it was here I encountered the second clue. Buried deep beneath a forgotten Sith temple, I uncovered a tome, written in an ancient tongue, older than the Sith and older than the Jedi. The book spoke of the Ones, beings who transcended the Force as we know it. They were described as gods, 3 of them, existing in a perpetual balance, maintaining the very fabric of the galaxy. The Father, who kept the balance, the Daughter, who embodied the light, and the Son, the incarnation of the dark side. Mortis, it was called, the realm they controlled, a realm that shifted between reality and illusion, a place where the Force bent to their will and time itself became their servant. From Oricon, the path took me to Osus, a place I had long avoided, a planet steeped in Jedi history. The Jedi archives there were heavily guarded, and they were wise to do so. For deep within the abandoned chambers of the Osus Academy, I found what I sought. An artifact. A broken piece of a massive mural depicting 3 towering figures surrounded by swirling energy. The figures were unmistakable. The ones, the same figures from the tome on Oricon, the same as the visions from the holocron on Malachor. But something was missing. The figures were fractured, incomplete, as if a piece of their story had been deliberately erased. Why? What power was so dangerous that even the Jedi, in their arrogance, feared to leave a record of it? My journey took me to Ilum next, beneath the frozen caverns where the Jedi mined for kyber crystals. The Force was strong here, but it was tainted, twisted. In the depths of a forgotten chasm, I encountered something that defied explanation. A presence, a darkness that consumed the light, but one that did not hunger like the Sith. It was calm, ancient. I was not alone. I could feel it watching me, but I could not see it. I had heard of such things before, Force entities, beings who existed outside the laws of life and death. But this presence was different. It spoke in whispers, promising knowledge beyond the Force, beyond the understanding of the Jedi or Sith. Yet when I reached out to touch it, it vanished, leaving only a chilling emptiness. It was not the dark side, not the light. It was something else. The artifacts and clues I collected led me to one final place, aboard a Republic Hammerhead cruiser bound for Telos. The relics I had uncovered whispered of one final clue hidden on the surface of that world. It was said that Telos, once a garden world and later a wasteland, held a secret long buried beneath the destruction wrought by war. But I was betrayed by time and fate. As the ship neared its destination, events outside my control unfolded. I became ensnared in the machinations of the galaxy, the wars and conflicts that I had once sought to manipulate for my own ends. The trail of the Mortis Gods slipped through my grasp as I was pulled into the events that would culminate in my final confrontation with the Jedi exile. I was not the first to seek them. I felt the echoes of another, a presence that had passed through Mortis long before me. He was ancient, more powerful than even Revan or Nihilus. His name was forgotten, erased from history, but his influence was everywhere. He had touched the galaxy in ways I could barely comprehend. He was the true architect of this mystery. I never found what lay hidden on Telos, but perhaps in your time you will apprentice. The Mortis Gods are still out there, and their power lingers in the shadows of this galaxy, waiting to be uncovered.
Statement. And thus, meatbags, we conclude this mysterious transmission. Darth Traya's pursuit of the ancient beings known as the Ones, those whispers of the Mortis Gods, was cut short by fate. Yet her knowledge lingers, perhaps even pointing to truths we may never fully comprehend. But do not be discouraged. There are always more secrets to uncover, more trails to follow. Reminder, as a final note, all future Sith and Jedi transmissions will be available first on Patreon, with a delay for the rest of you. If you prefer not to wait, support your favorite HK unit and gain immediate access to what only the most elite of followers will see. Until next time, try not to malfunction before we meet again.